Did you buy Lego Star Wars sets for the May 4th promotions and swipe the card? What's up, everybody? I'm your host here, Cristo from Stud City. And today I wanted to recap the Star Wars May 1st release and then maybe expectation for what's to come in the next couple of days because the deal might sweeten. So, if that interests you, stick around, give this video a thumbs up, and let's jump straight on into it. So, on May 1st at the midnight release, we went live here as we do every single month and counted down for the release of all the new Lego sets. And this month, it was mainly Star Wars, considering May the 4th. And also, very differently from years past, we had a seamless queue. What does that mean if you're new here? Well, basically at these midnight releases, especially during May 1st and May 4th promotions, we've been in queue for, in years past, up to 3 to 4 hours waiting to get our orders placed on the Lego Shop at Home website. This year was very different. Now, we don't know if it was just the hype was extremely low, if the sets just weren't good enough to bring in the crowd that is normally around, or if Lego finally fixed their website. Only time will tell, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Personally, I think it was a combination of the both. And it's kind of a hot take, but truthfully, I feel like, at least from going in my local store, there just wasn't a line or hype around this release. I was order number 27 in my official Lego store in line, and I got there literally as the doors were opening, which you can see in our vlog video that we posted out. However, 27 people is not a huge line considering a brand new release. That's a lot of Slave Ones that was mostly the pickup at day one. And it didn't even go out of stock at my store. However, I saw a ton of comments on that video, which I appreciate all the comments and feedback, that other stores, people weren't able to get them and the lines were absolutely absurd and long. So I think it's a mix, a bit of both. Now, I will say this, out of basically $1,000 Lego Star Wars May 1st release, it was extremely lackluster and minifigs, and in my opinion, it has a lot to do with shoppers and it, of course, pricing as well. But just the lack of minifigs for the new release, I think really hurt this one. And it's kind of interesting going into June 1st where we have 3 Lego sets and we're basically going to get the same amount of minifigs for under $100. It's kind of crazy to think about. But anyways, I wanted to reflect here and just kind of look at also what's still available in today's video. I also wanted to mention the in-store promo because I saw a lot of comments that didn't know this was available, but this was in stores if you were going and making any purchase. You didn't have to buy the Slave One day one. I ended up making 2 purchases, so I actually got a third one. I got 3 copies of this, one for myself, one to give to Life Risks, and one to give to my buddy Coop, but you're normally going to get 1 per order, so keep that in mind. I guess I got very fortunate. They threw an extra one in there as I asked, so I can give it to a friend. But if you want one of these, unfortunately, fortunately, it's not too expensive, but you expect to pay at time of recording around $20, maybe a little bit under to get one shipped to your house. I mean, 15 plus $5 shippings or 21 with free delivery. Pretty standard. It's pretty cool for an in-store exclusive. It definitely is lackluster, in my opinion, in comparison to getting this really cool Lego Star Wars hat in Australia plus a bag. But hey, I'm not driving and flying all the way to Australia to get this. If you are in Australia and want to get me one of these, I will gladly buy one because I really do want this hat. It's super cool. Anyways, moving forward, I also wanted to discuss the sets that are back ordered and or out of stock. I had a few issues with my orders that I want to show and share case with you guys. So let's talk about it. So this is officially the back ordered page, and I don't think it's a huge shocker. We're officially at time of recording, maybe, 36 hours in now. All 3 promotional items are still live, so you can still get the Jango Fett Starship keychain day 1. And that should last until the 5th, I think. The Camino training facility is still around, and the Millennium Falcon build. It was actually pretty interesting. I was ordering May 1st evening, like late 10, 11 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And the Lego website was giving me like, there's high traffic volume orders right now, just a heads up. So it was kind of interesting. So it looks like people weren't really shopping, day 1. It was kind of an all-day event, and I think that makes a little bit of sense. So the Slave One here is on back order, which in years past we've seen sellout releases. Does that mean the set was a failure? I don't think so. I do think it's one of the better UCS sets, at least since I've been around. So I thought it would be a sellout set within 48 hours. We still haven't hit that time frame, but I'm expecting this one to sell out given kind of how good it is. Another set that kind of shocks me, but not so much, is the Playscale U-Wing Starfighter. $70. It's a kind of fair priced Lego set. Again, it definitely could have been cheaper, kind of relating it to the ARC 170 that released in January 1st, 2025. That set's on back ordered, but picture this: you're getting 4 minifigs out of this $1,000 Lego Star Wars wave that make up 4 out of the 8 minifigs, 7 or 8 minifigs that released, right? I mean, that's pretty crazy. So it makes sense why the Playscale ship, in my opinion, is back ordered and potentially will go sold out of stock. Another one that went on back order here is the Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. This is a set that's retiring at the end of 2025, so it makes sense that people were stacking up their orders. Same thing with the Darth Maul Sith Infiltrator. This one I called out as a great Lego deal, considering it is a Lego Store / Walmart exclusive. I went ahead and placed an order of 3 of these so far. Guys, by the way, I think I'm either at 7 or 8 orders in. I had 2 cancellation ones, so I don't know what that entailed. But I'm pretty sure I got 7 or 8 orders in. Just trying to stay true to my 10 orders that I was going to map around. A couple, I would be at 10, but a couple of them got canceled. But another order I placed was the Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder. 4X of those bad boys coming. And then I also got another one in a separate order with some other sets that are on the way. I did try to make another order of 4 of these to get all the promo thresholds, but that order got canceled as Lego limits you to 5 per customer. I just think this is a great buy during this time frame. Again, being a Lego Store exclusive. Paz Vizsla one surprises me, considering we saw it on sale from Amazon when I called out that crazy deal. It was $22. So it kind of surprises me on that one on the back order, but it is retiring at the end of the year. Desert Sith and Sarlacc Pet, I got an order of 2 of these on the way to hit the price threshold. I think it was 2 cents off for hitting the promo, so I had to throw in a keychain, which no big deal. So anyways, got 2 of those, no more than that. Ordered a Ghost as well, $160, got me all the promos. That one's back ordered, but both of these back ordered I don't think are as surprises, considering they're all retiring at the end of the year. This one kind of surprises me, kind of not. I mentioned this to be a really good deal, and actually this is one I haven't ordered just yet that I think I'm going to plan to order. It does not retire in 2025, so it's actually going to be on the shelves through 2026. It's got the 25-year anniversary Cal Kestis minifig, but it hits you at that price threshold of $160 to get all the GWPs to go along with it. Back ordered, I think it makes sense. Potentially probably will sell out within the next few hours to the next day, considering it's a good value set with all the GWPs, right? Like it makes sense. Double points as well on all of these sets. Dark Falcon, great set, makes sense, not retiring. Is that one retiring? I actually don't remember if that one actually might be retiring. I don't remember on that one, so I don't want to speak to it. But yeah, anyways, that's all the sets that are on that list for back order that are still available. A lot of these other ones are retired. And then you also have the Ewok plushie going on back order. That could be from the Stud City fam. So pretty interesting there. Again, the promo still being in stock is a surprise, maybe. I think I said within 48 hours. We still haven't hit that time frame. It'll be interesting to see. We still have all 4 quadruple points on sale. So the UCS Venator, the X-Wing, and the TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup. I think these sets just make very much great sense if you don't have them, or if you're investing in the X-Wing, considering its retirement date in 2025. UCS Venator is not retiring. But 4X points, not too bad. It's actually a pretty decent time for this X-Wing Starfighter, considering it out the door to be $192. But no back order, no out of stock. I think that's kind of an interesting take. We'll see. And then at this time of recording, all rewards are still available, including the Jango Fett Starship coin, the pencil case, and the Flying with the Fett's Joe Hogan poster. So assuming these will go out of stock in due time, it'll be interesting to follow where they go in the future. Aside from that, that is a fresh recap of the Star Wars Lego release day of May 1st. I think it's always worthwhile to make these videos. I think reflection is good. I'm pretty content with all my orders, but I'm really interested to see what you guys have ordered in the comments below. Congratulations to everyone who's got all those amazing Lego deals and hauls. I love reading all the comments and chats, even if I don't respond. It's absolutely amazing to see. Aside from that, I can't wait for June 1st. We'll be covering a lot more Lego videos, as we got a lot of reveals for June 1st waves. So if you want to stay up to date on the latest Lego news, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.